What is up, guys? Welcome back to Bleach Boys. We've returned after a long break, and some of you guys might be wondering, where is Jose? We have finally assembled him into his true form, a stack of boxes. So, a net improvement, some would say. He's up there in the ranks with Robo Pythes now. They'll forever battle as against the two wills. So, this is the Anime Expo episode. It's a little bit late, so I guess to do a little bit of explaining, this is all the stuff that I have acquired from Anime Expo, minus one thing on this table. So I have acquired all this from Anime Expo. Everybody wants to know, Sam, what'd you get from Anime Expo? There wasn't a lot of Bleach stuff this year. There just wasn't.
Nope.
It was an off year for Bleach, which is okay.
Underwhelming.
Yes. But this is what I got. Jose is here, obviously, buying the boxes. Pythes is here as well. Pythes wants to start off the show by showing some love to one of our viewers. Go ahead, Pythes.
Hey, so I just promised I would talk shit about Gabe, who informed me that he got a $3,000 check from his work due to being injured, and that he spent $400 of that on Magic the Gathering cards.
Were they the Final Fantasy cards?
Correct. Absolutely correct.
That's what's up. He has his priorities. I respect that.
Jose gives his 2 thumbs up on that one.
We went to a card shop this weekend where they had said Magic the Gathering cards, but they did not have the booster packs.
Yep.
So I debated very heavily on buying the starter kits. But it's just face cards.
Pulling cards from packs is the most fun part of collecting cards, man.
True.
Yep.
So no one loves cardboard more than Gabe. Shout outs to him.
So let's really quickly go through my nice stash that I have here on the table. So Anime Expo 2025 is in the books. Pythes loves hearing about Anime Expo because I inevitably always get into some shit.
So did you?
I will give a spoiler alert. I don't think I got into any shit this year. Okay, Jose's disagreeing.
Hold on. Let me remember because
sure. Okay, really think it through. Really quick, so I can clear the table. I have this beautiful Figuart Zero Byakuya figure that I have gotten, and this is the only one that I did not get from Anime Expo. It's him holding the sword with all the petals going around him, and there was a GEM one.
I like this one better.
That was almost. I like this one better as well. It came out. It was almost identical to this. But this is the Figuart Zero version. I actually got this as a wedding present, so I had it on my wedding registry.
Oh my god, I saw that on your registry. Yep. Someone bought that for you?
Yeah, someone bought this.
Okay, so that's going to be like a centerpiece at the wedding, right?
Yeah, right one of the center tables. That'd be so funny. And then in classic,
he could be on the basket where all the flower petals are that the flower girls.
Oh, true.
Oh, that's
true. That's a great idea, Pythes. And then
there you go.
In a weird fashion, in my continued, just to be affronted by Union Arena. Union Arena had a huge booth this year because they're getting ready to come out with, I believe it was Rurouni Kenshin and Full Metal Alchemist, were the 2 series that they were really pumping this year. They had the same exact booth setup they had last year with like the play setup, and they were showing off in the display cases. Like, here's all the signed cards in each of the sets. Really cool. Union Arena, love it. They didn't have any Bleach Thousand Blood War set 2. So I have 2 boxes here. This is set 1. So I don't know what's going on. Like, set 2's been out for a while now.
Yeah.
They just did not have that available. So I bought 2 more set 1s. So maybe that was the gameplay. They just have an overstock of set 1 and they're like, we're going to get some dumbasses to buy set 1 of Bleach. And here I am. I bought it. So I bought 2 more.
What are you going to do with those 2 sets?
By the way, it was also way fucking expensive. So I thought these things were like $60. I think it ran me, and this is from the official Union Arena one, like I think it ran me like $80 for the box.
Jesus.
I thought it was like 60. So I guess, fuck me.
I paid like 15 for mine.
For the whole box?
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Well, there you go. I mean, I got quadruple times 3 scam from the Union Arena official price.
Shout outs to the people at Target not knowing what they had.
Another thing I found, and I found this on, I think, one of the last days. It's a Japanese Bleach soundtrack. It's called Bleach the Best, and it's only $27. And it's a CD, a DVD, and it's got a bunch of songs from the anime on it. And it's a Japanese import. So I found this actually in the entertainment hall. It's from Aniplex, which is sick. And I was walking around looking through some of the sets. They have like local sellers that'll go to Anime, so which is crazy. You have to be mega rich to be able to afford that. But I was going around some of them, and I saw they had this big ass thing, and it was just like in with a bunch of other CDs. And I was like, oh, all right, I don't have this one. So yoink, got that one. Bleach the Best. It's got a picture of him with his visor mask, so you know it's old because this is what it used to be on fucking everything.
So, I'm pretty sure I have a T-shirt of that mask.
Another thing, there's always a company that's there. It's called G Entertainment, GEE, and they are there every year, and they always have like all of the stuff that you would see for anime series that end up in Target. It seems like it all comes from this distributor. So they always have a very large booth there, and they have all of the tchotchke stuff that you could ever imagine. And they bring like probably hundreds of items. And so they had this thing, it's called Figure Key. I've never heard of this brand before. And it has the word small written next to it, which makes me believe that maybe there's a larger version of this.
Jesus.
But they're like little vinyl figures of Rukia and Ichigo, but they have like actual like clothes, like little, I don't know how I would best describe it, like cloth clothes on, and you could turn their heads and pose them, which is the big thing with them. So like there's a big display on the back of like, oh, pose me for like a photo, like make it pretend like I'm eating. They look ridiculous, but I like them. So, and they were only, I think this cost me $20.
That's not bad for
two. And they're pretty big. I've never seen them before. So, but the only thing with the G booth, which it happens every fucking year, and Jose and Brady got to appreciate this with us, is they take 10 years to get anything out from their booth because they make you buy it. They give you a receipt. Then you take your receipt over to another window where you stand there and you wait for them to find your items. Man, it must have been 30,
it must have been 30 minutes. Booth?
Yeah, it must have been 30 minutes we were sitting there standing. So shout out to the G booth, but they need to work on their organizational skills a bit better.
Sam, those things' faces look like horrible, messed up Cabbage Patch dolls.
Oh, totally. That's totally what it looks like.
I kind of appreciate that.
Yeah.
I kind of want one.
Yeah. I know. Aren't they kind of funky? I bought them just because they look fucking weird.
The shittier the figures, the more I like them.
And here's my next wall of figures that I bought. I believe, what's the brand? These are the Master Lies series.
Yes.
And so these came out in Japan, and they were a set of 4. And then the secret one was the Ichigo with the half visored mask on that I have on my right here. And then the Aizen one's fucking huge because he has a cloak that's like going out with, what is it called? Like bellowing behind him. Then Grimjo, then Ichigo in just his standard Shikai uniform, which is sick, with the bandages around the sword. And then the same exact Ichigo, but with a half visored mask on. Now, the joke was made when this was originally announced, just to pull it all back, is that this Ichigo right here, this exact one, Shikai version Ichigo, half hollow mask. The only time that this exact design was used in the anime was for the Bount arc. So this is the only official Bleach Bount arc merchandise right here. So I saw it at Anime Expo. I never ended up ordering it because it's a whole thing. Saw it in a pack. Jose, I think you got the Grimjo and the Aizen as well.
Yeah, I just got these two.
Got Grimjo and Aizen. Had to buy the Ichigo because it's the only official Bount merch that they'll probably ever make. So swiped, got all 4. I think this costs $160. I think it was 40 a pop. Does that sound about right, Jose?
Yes, 40.
I think it was
45, 40 for the smaller ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Aizen was
Aizen was a little bit more expensive.
Yeah. No, I mean, I saw that and I was like, dude, I'm getting Grimjo and Aizen. Funny enough, I only have one Ichigo figure, and it's like the one of the prize figures.
One of the things that you can say about that is they will never not make Ichigo figures. So you will have unlimited opportunities to make an Ichigo figure. Do not worry about that.
I still really want the GEM one where he's like lunging forward.
Oh yeah, it's sick. Mm-hmm. Super sick.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I got.
Oh, that one's so cool.
And then Anime Expo as a whole, Jose, did we come to a agreement? I don't think I got into any shenanigans.
He did not get into any shenanigans.
I was a very good person this year. We were talking. We went really hard. So when Jose's wife comes the first day, we always go super hard because we have to hit everything. Mm-hmm. Like we want, she wants to see all the things, which we're down for. Like, let's fucking do it. Let's hit all the things. But that requires us to haul ass all day. So in a day one, we were there, I don't know, 10 hours, something like that. And that's just in the convention center, exhausted. Day 2, we went again, and we had like a late panel, or we had
the Bleach panel was at the end of the day.
The Bleach panel, yeah. So we were there all day again.
Yep.
Just the whole fucking thing, because I did the Bleach panel, and then I did the Apothecary Diaries. Okay, I can't admit one maybe minor thing that I did. Okay, so
here we go. I'm ready.
I had the Bleach panel, and then the Apothecary Diaries panel was like my fiance's #1 panel that she wanted to see, because she has just, I think in the span of 3 weeks, she has watched all 48 episodes of Apothecary Diaries. So she has just zoomed through this. And so
let her know I watched the first season.
Okay. So her and her friend AI, they were going to go to Apothecary Diaries while we were in Bleach. And the panel for Bleach literally ends like probably 10 minutes before the other one begins, maybe like 5-ish minutes. So I was just getting out of the Bleach one and just finished tweeting the whole thing. My phone was blowing up. At a certain point, she was texting me, like, giving me updates, like, oh, we're just walking in. I sent her a text that stopped texting me. she's messing up my phone. So I got done.
This is when you were texting like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah, so it's like, why? She knows I'm doing that. Stop texting me.
What's like, and then we weren't sure what the panel was going to be like. So Sam's like, hey, record it just in case we miss something.
Yes.
And then
but just
was
record
Japanese.
the audio. Just record the audio, okay?
Yeah.
I wasn't recording the video. I wasn't breaking any rules, Jose. I wasn't going to mention that part. But so we got done. Jose and Bridie were like, all right, we're going to go home. I was like, cool. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. It's like, and then the Apothecary panel was one floor up above from where we were because we were in the JW Marriott. So we were on the second floor. The Apothecary panel was on the third floor. So I walked up and I told my fans, like, hey, I'm getting out. And she's like, oh, the doors are still open. You know, just come on in. And so I walk up. There's a huge fucking line still for people waiting to get into the Apothecary Diaries. Huge line. And they are clearly like stopping people from coming in. Like it is like it's done. And so I see these two girls walking in, and I see my fiance is like waving me down from inside with the door open, like she's right there. So she starts talking to one of them, like trying to ask, like, hey, my fiance like really wants to, you know, like he's coming right now. Can I just like grab him really quick? And the girl's like, no, like of course not. Like you know, like he wasn't in this panel. And so she's like asking, like, did he leave the panel? Like, was he in here? And my fiance, of course, is like, no, but he's going to come right now. And so the girl's like, no. And so as she's mid-conversation, I just walk right in. I just, like, walk right in. And then my beautiful, brilliant, intelligent, funny, all the adjectives that are positive fiance, I walk in smooth criminal. They don't even realize that I just walked in. Like I just like blended right in with the crowd. I just hopped in.
Dude.
Yeah, I hopped in. And I went right in. My fiance goes, "Oh well, he just walked in." So I'm like, "Dude,
why would she say
like
that?
That's crazy."
She is not a good wingman.
No, and luckily I'm already halfway across the thing because I'm like, I know better than to stop.
Yeah.
If I stop there and wait for it, they have opportunity to be like, no, sir, like you need to come back out. I'm already gone. I'm like in, like looking for wherever the seats are. So finally she runs over and catches up. Like, oh, we're over here. And so I just sat down. I enjoyed the whole panel. Didn't get kicked out or anything, but I walked the fuck right in, and like I didn't wait in a single line.
That's the only shenanigan that happened then.
Sam, I am so disappointed that the story didn't end, and then they chased me down and tased me.
No, nada. So there was a lot of disappointment this year with Anime Expo as a whole for the lack of any like super big announcements, and that's not just like for Bleach, not just for Apothecary Diaries.
I heard it was like everything.
It was everything, and it seemed like a weird thing where like a lot of the announcements either had just been made or it just wasn't time yet. Like it was too weird of timing for this year's Anime Expo with all the anime. It's like one of those being Apothecary Diaries. Just to bring it back to that, season 3 was already announced before the panel, so they were like, "Oh yeah, you guys already heard season 3's in the works." Like, here you go, like thumbs up. And so the Bleach TYBW Cour 4 panel. There wasn't a lot that was said. It was still a good panel. The guy who hosts the panel is the same guy. I believe he hosted every year. I think he was there for the Marita panel as well.
Yes.
But the Marita panel had the white guy from Viz that was doing it, who has the mohawk.
Mustache and the mohawk.
Yeah.
It's usually both of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So this guy was just the one, and I looked up his name to make sure I knew who it was. His name is Godswill Ugwa Jr.
Yes.
Which, what a fucking kick-ass name. And he has hosted, I think, the past 4. Mm-hmm. He is great. He is so a great panel host.
And he was at the premiere when we watched the other episode. He sat right in front of us. I wanted to be like, hey, I've been to every Bleach panel, but I got shy, dude.
He's great. He does a fantastic job. So this panel he literally did by himself. Mm-hmm. And I had noted that I thought it was weird that they didn't announce who was coming when they gave the panel description. Because historically, they have always given the announcements for like, these people are joining the panel when the description is released. They always do that. There was nothing this time. It just said, join us for like prizes. There was no prizes.
Trivia questions.
There's no prizes.
They did 3 trivia questions.
Oh, and they gave prizes for
3
the
or
trivia
4.
questions. Yeah, I made a tweet about that, dude. Some of them were really fucked up. Like, and they were so easy questions, and people were coming up and they were like, "Oh, I don't know."
Don't think about it. Where do the Soul Reapers live?
The Seireitei.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. What is?
What did someone say space? Tell me someone said space.
They said the barracks.
Someone.
Well, they're not wrong.
They're
the
not
squad
wrong.
barracks.
And then they were given another chance to guess, and they got it wrong. I started feeling really bad at a certain point because, like, obviously you're nervous and you're gonna blank on the answer. Like, it happens all of the time, and like these people will get off the shows and the like game shows and stuff like that, and they'll be like, "I totally knew it. I just fucking blanked," because like it's just nerves and it can happen. But I'm
one of those people. I am awful under pressure.
Well, Pythes, it sucks to do it in a convention setting because you get it wrong, and then the audience is a live reaction of the audience. Like they will verbally accost you.
My girl.
It's not a TV show, game show audience that'll just be like, "Oh, you'll get it next time." It is full of nerds
Yeah,
that all know
I
the
would've known
exact answer,
Yeah.
and are so mad that you got the chance and you fucked it up.
We were also scared that we weren't gonna make it into the panel.
Oh, I was
My God.
stressing. I was stressing really hard.
The way they did it this year was like, if you know, like the downtown Los Angeles area, there's the JW Marriott, and it's basically connected to the Cinemark or whatever the theater is right there. They had us line up outside by the theater, and then it like snaked around. We went around, then got inside to the actual hotel. Then we had to go up escalators, and then there was like rows and rows, which I was like, oh, it's not that bad. I did not realize that it went around the exhibition hall thingy for it.
Well,
Dude.
normally we show up like hours early to the panel, and we will sit through the prior panels. This year was like, it's in the JW. We're gonna get there like an hour and a half early. It'll be fine. We've had no problem with any of the panels the whole convention. Don't worry about it. It was fucked up. And we started getting close to when they were letting people in, and they started sending out a guy, and a guy was counting people. And I was like, oh, we're fucked.
I was stressing.
That is a horrible sign.
Yep. So, and like every time they let in 20 people, they would count a few more. And I'm like, oh, we were like way fucking back.
Yep.
I'm like, we're screwed. We're screwed. I was telling Jose, we're done. I told Jose I'm not against like leaving Jose and Brady here, and I will just run in through the bathroom exit really quick and just like I swear to you, I took a ticket and I lost it.
Yeah.
And then we would have gotten more Sam shenanigans.
Yup.
I was
But
so
imagine
concerned.
being, from my understanding, the only Bleach-based podcast where most of the cast is from California, and you don't make it into the Anime Expo panel.
Oh, I know.
I would have been so salty.
I was stressing.
I would have been laughing my ass off the whole time.
So we finally got in, right? And we just looked for the closest seats that we could find where we could see a screen really well, and we were like right down the middle. Oh my God. Oh, Pythes, by the way, my wife said you'd probably be proud of her because she knew some of the answers to those quizzes just from how much I talk about Bleach.
I am proud of her, and I guess that means I'm proud of you for repping it even when the cameras are off.
Dude, she made a mistake every now and then, and I'm a yapper.
Yeah.
She was watching what I think it was quarter 3, and she just walked in and was watching. She's like, what does that person do? What are these persons? And then I just went on a full rant, and she's like, well, I fucked up because I asked.
True.
Me talking about Bloodborne lore.
So panel announcements from Thousand Blood Cour 4. I think the biggest one that people have taken away, obviously, is 2026. This key visual right behind us got revealed, which is the true Shikai, Horn of Salvation, Ichigo, which is, weirdly enough, I don't know if you guys saw, was leaked 3 days prior to the panel coming out.
I thought it was just I thought someone just was like, oh, they took the the panel actually just drew it out, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Didn't know it was official.
That shit got leaked. So it had been out for a while since before then. But we did get really cool interviews from the thing. We got another message from Kubo, another one from, I forget his name is like Kudo. We have Kubo and Kudo. Masashi Kudo is his name. And he gave a great interview talking about a lot of the stuff that's expected to come in Cour 4, how he got into drawing Bleach, how Kubo found him. And he was going like a million miles a minute. Like, I was having a hard time. And I feel bad. But luckily they released the full interview afterwards. Yep. There's one thing that he said that I missed, and it's just like, it's hard because we're looking at a screen. They're obviously talking in Japanese, and I'm trying to type and tweet at the same time, and like look up, type, look up, and so obviously I got Tight Kubo, mentioning some of the stuff coming up in Cour 4, but Kudo said straight up there will be new stuff added to Thousand Blood Cour 4, like new characters.
Yep,
and I missed it.
New characters. That sounds exciting.
He said, and I cannot wait for you to see new characters.
Yeah.
But he did
now,
not.
Do you guys think that a new character could maybe be a certain nurse that could maybe heal the Bambis and lead into Camp Your Own World?
Could be Tokunada as well. Just like home back on that.
That's the only thing that came to mind.
If I see a shot of Yugum talking to a nurse, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
And this also ties into the Kubo quote that he had prior to this panel. It was like, in Cour 4, that character will finally appear. I will believe that, biggest surprise in all of Bleach, which we dissected multiple times. As it's not, he didn't really say that, but he said like the biggest surprise in all of Bleach is going to happen in Cour 4. So it ties in with the translation of that character, which would be crazy.
Dude, if they go back and then replay that moment where Oetsu, like the ocean is gone and you just see Tokinada in there, I'm like, oh my fucking god, no, like please.
That'd be so cool.
So it opens up a world of possibilities. And like when that got released online, everybody was losing their mind that like this was something that was said, because I think the I'm gonna go off the top of my head and it's horrible, but I believe it was something like he was mentioning how involved Kubo is. And it was like Kubo is adding so much stuff to the story. And like even Kubo himself, which was the best quote I think to come from Kubo from this, is Kubo said that he has spent more time on this core than all the other cores combined.
That is so
and like
insane.
that's how involved he is with this core. And he also Tite Kubo or Tight Kubo mentioned that like I feel bad for all the people because it's so much work, you know, like I'm sorry. And then Masashi Kudo came out and he said like he's adding so much new stuff, like new characters, which is crazy.
But it's like he's having a great time. The animators are having a great time having him on set and everything.
Yep.
I think they also recently said that this is the biggest dubbing they've ever done for Bleach.
Yeah, I have that. I can actually read you the exact quote. I wrote that down in my
sick.
notes. It was a comment on Klub Outside for this week.
Oh.
And he said, this week we started dubbing for the fourth course. So this actually could lead you to guess a little bit for when the anime is going to come out. And he said, during the first session, there were only a few voice actors, but everyone performed so smoothly that the recording flew by, leading to a 2.5-hour break between sessions, the longest in Bleach's dubbing history.
Damn, they know their roles.
Yeah.
So I think they thought it was going to be much longer and it was going to be a little bit harder. And then everybody came in and was like, no, we fucking got this shit.
We got
like,
this shit.
We've been knocking this
for
out
20 years.
Yeah. It's good. Other announcements from there, they showed how they drew the visual, of course. That was something that came up. Kubo gave his most impressive scene. And he said that out of everybody, you know, everybody always says the Shinjimaru one. That's the number one that comes up. And then he really liked Mayuri and Nemu, Shunsui and Yugram as their standouts for the scene. So the Shunsui, Yugram, Mayuri, and Nemu, which is all core 3 stuff that he really liked. He said he had a lot of fun and likes it.
Knowing that he really loves Mayuri, I really want a nightlight that's Mayuri in the
That'd
sun
be cool.
out.
That'd be cool.
With Nemu. That one sleeps with me in the bed though.
No, not a nightlight. Make that your lamp.
Yeah.
It's Mayuri, and you have Ashisogi Jizo as his big head is the light bulb.
Oh,
that'd be so sick.
Alternatively, Kudo said he loves to draw Cone. He said that's his favorite character to draw is Cone. And then
what is with people in Cone? I don't get it.
He's just like the little mascot,
Yeah, he's
you know,
a mascot,
pervy
you know?
little mascot. And then the character that Kubo said to pay attention to the most in Thousand Lower Core 4 is Ichigo. And I think he said something along the lines like, I'm just going to say Ichigo. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you guys hear there was massive controversy? I'm using air quotes, controversy on Twitter when that visual was released.
It depends what controversy we're talking about. Is it just the fact that it's a spoiler?
Yeah, people saw Horn of Salvation. What spoilers?
Okay, now let me say, I get both sides of this conversation, and I really do, and I get both arguments of the conversation, but I agree with one side a bit more. All right, so just for those who are uninformed, and hopefully I think us calling it Horn of Salvation, it doesn't mean anything. Just don't look that up if you're listening to the audio on the
That's
podcast.
just what we call it.
Unfortunately, we're fucking spoiling it right behind us. I now realize that maybe we should have picked a different picture. So the argument is that the manga and the anime, well, you know, up to the Fullbringer arc and all that, it's been done forever.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very long time. And if you wanted to, you could have just read Bleach. Like, if you truly wanted to not be spoiled, you obviously would have read Bleach in that time frame. I don't think that's a fair argument, and I don't think you can force someone to enjoy a type of media that maybe they don't enjoy, you know?
There are people that will never look at a manga.
Yeah, very true.
There are people that finished like Berserk 1998 and said, done, not reading anything else.
I mean, that's me.
Anime's fine.
That's me. I've not made it past.
Yeah.
Well, I've watched the slight continuation we got from the movies, but yeah, I've not read the manga for that. But that being said, I have seen tons of Berserk spoilers, and I am not personally upset, but I don't like the argument that like people are mad at people for being mad because it was spoiled. Like, and they're like, well, you could have just read it. It's like, no, like, you don't know. Like, I have other stuff going on. Maybe, like, you know, no offense, Jose. Maybe I'm dyslexic. All right. And I physically literally can't read, and I have to enjoy, you know, the anime. It's like
fucking hilarious, though, because mangas I can read fine because it's not a lot of fucking detail. If it's like a chapter book, like Can't Fear Your Own World, I had to reread a lot of it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I get both arguments because I do understand where it's like, okay, it has been out for 10 years. Like, what is the time frame where you are allowed to talk about it online? Like when you are allowed to post photos, and like I think if you were truly part of the Bleach space, it would have got spoiled for you already. It does suck that the official promo art for the season, because obviously you should be able to enjoy that as an anime watcher, is a spoiler.
Yeah, big one too.
The joke for the weekend was Black Clover did that also.
Yeah, yeah, it did.
Black Clover announced the return and also spoiled Asta's form.
I love that form.
So as manga readers, of course, we love it.
Yeah.
I guess to be fair on the it's not a spoiler. It's literally just a horn growing out of Ichigo's head. It's not a new form. He still has his Shikai out. It's just a cool visual. You don't know anything from it. It's not like Guts wearing the Berserker armor.
Yeah.
So I get it, and I think people have the right, obviously. I remember the golden age of Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones had been out for so long, and everybody was so good about not spoiling it for the TV watchers. They were
people
really,
would
really
say,
good.
They go, "Hey man, R plus L equals J," and people who knew, and people who didn't would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I don't even know what the fuck.
No, man, you just got to read the books to get there.
I saw a great TikTok over the weekend, and they were talking about, hey, One Piece fans, when the One Piece gets revealed, do you guys have a secret commitment to not spoil that for everybody, or is it? Which I feel like that kind of ironclad, we're not going to spoil it, that's gone.
Yeah,
that's gone.
We had that during Avengers Endgame
because whoever spoils it is not a chance. Not Jose. Not you remember everybody walking around. Iron Man dies.
Well, we did that.
Well, everybody was doing that.
Yeah.
By the way, we didn't do that to random people. We did that to Danny.
Yeah,
or Josh. One of the two. I don't remember who we did that to.
Someone spoiled it for Lewis, and then Lewis spoiled it for Josh.
There you go.
In his ear.
So we weren't doing that to randos, but I think there's a lot of internet points to be earned by whoever spoils it first.
Yeah.
So I
mean,
think.
Do you remember at Game of Thrones hype? People would change their Twitter username to blank dies in episode 5.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like a lot of that stuff's out the window. It would be cool, and it is a good question. What's going to happen when they eventually do reveal what the One Piece is? It's going to be everywhere instantly.
It's
going to be international news.
Do you think they're going to wait?
I am going to be disappointed. I can tell you that for free.
It's the One Piece is going to be the adventure you went on with your friends.
Okay.
I feel like I remember someone talking about an interview where Oda said it is not the adventure and it is not the friends he made along the way.
I just made that joke.
He said it is an actual thing.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what it is, though. That's what I'm curious about.
I literally just want it to be a massive pile of treasure.
Yeah, it would be nice to just simplify it. I think some people would be disappointed, but it would be nice to have it simplified and just be you win. It's treasure. Enjoy.
But secretly, there's a note that's behind there that says, there's a 2-piece.
Yeah.
The 2-piece is a gun.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I get the argument for both. It's a cool ass fucking visual.
I thought it was a massive nothing burger.
Yeah, but I lean slightly more with the people who people should be able to enjoy what they want and not have it be spoiled. So I empathize with them a lot. We had another new visual drawn by Kubo that's dropped since we've done the podcast.
The baseball one?
A baseball one for Bleach Brave Souls.
Yeah.
So it's the 10th anniversary Bleach Brave Souls illustration from Kubo. He also did a little, a small message for the people at Bleach Brave Souls. And I actually really like the message because I think what he said is true. He said, "Happy 10th, Brave Souls. Between the manga's end and the 1,000 Blood War anime, you kept Bleach alive for the fans. I'm really
Absolutely
thankful.
true.
Didn't expect it to last 10 years. Next is 15, like the manga. To the dev team, take care of yourselves and keep going strong."
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So I think that is
a
factual message, and I think it really is true. We talked about this before, I think early on in the podcast, of how much can we attribute Bleach's continued success to Brave Souls, and I think it's a lot.
I think we can contribute at least the beginnings of this channel for Bleach Boys just Sam streaming Brave Souls and us all hanging out.
Yeah, exactly. Because he started then rewatching it while working out, and then he would tell me and Josh the story, and then it evolved to all of us watching it.
Well, because the three of us have such pea brain memories.
Yeah.
And so, the conversation would be I watched Bleach this week. I did 3 episodes or whatever I was working out with dubbed. And I was like, you guys remember this part? And we'd go, what?
No.
What the fuck? And that's the roots. And then it went into Brave Souls, and it was off from there.
And we still got some of the boys. It's me. It's Retz. I'm still here. Gabe, of course.
Isn't
Godslayer's
Vamp
still in there.
Vamp comes in.
Godslayer's around. I talk to him on TikTok sometimes. And
He's still in the
some of
BBS
boys.
channel. Godslayer is now the leader of the Mount Boys on Bleach Brave Souls, so he's running it strongly. I think he could kick out a few more people if you ever listen to this Godslayer. Some people are not pulling their guild score, so I think boot him. All right,
I have not touched
we
it.
keep going to A League and then getting bounced back down to B League, and it's really depressing when I know we can stay in A League. So I think if we boot a couple people, we're good.
You've just reminded me to do my daily login because the 10th anniversary is, I think, today or tomorrow.
It's tonight.
Oh,
It's
is it tonight?
Yeah, if you log in today, it says 1 day left to go.
Oh, sick.
Yep. Oh, if you log in today, by the way, you also get a red special move source. So log in today, everybody. Oh, it'll be way too.
I don't know what
late
that
by the time
means.
this comes out. So the special move source, if it's you can have a rainbow one, or you can have one of the colors, one of the attributes. It's red,
yeah, it's one of those.
and it gives you a free, like basically a dupe of that character.
Oh,
so you can make
sick.
something that's this red character that's 1 out of 5. You can make it 2 out of 5.
I use all of those for Isane.
Oh, there you go. Speaking of, I guess, Brave Souls 10th anniversary characters have been revealed as Ichigo and Rukia in fancy versions.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Someone in Discord, though, told me there is a leak for round 2 already. I don't know if this is true because in the anniversary always has 2 rounds of characters. And round 2, I believe he said, is Uryu, Renji, and Mayuri.
Oh, interesting.
Obviously based off the Thousand Blood War fights that they've had in part 3. So it would be
Give me
Renji with
Nemo
all his
3.
new moves. It would be Uryu with his full standing. And then it would be, obviously, Mayuri probably redone with the Pernida stuff. Hopefully he, like, throws Nemu at something. That'd be
Oh
pretty
my
cool.
God! Can you imagine? that's the ending. It's just her going
Yeah.
boom.
That's the ult. Fucking Nemu runs in and explodes.
Mayuri would do that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. There was also another rumor floating around the internet space that has come out that a Bleach live action adaptation is in the works at Warner Brothers.
Interesting.
And this is actually something that has been floated around quite a few times on the
yeah, I
internet.
feel like
It
I've heard this for a
resurfaced
while.
again. It first really came to light. I mean, of course, so this is according to an ex-employee at Warner Bros. They came out and have dropped this, and actually ex-employee at Viz Media. And they said it's actually been in the talks since 2006. So, unfortunately, at this point, it's been 20 years. So I think no matter what happens, it's going to be dog shit.
Yeah.
I would like to be
I
optimistic
mean, we
about
watched
it.
a live action Bleach that was dog shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would like to be optimistic about it, but I don't got that dog in me, you know? And another person mentioned they have been actually looking for a director since 2023. They were looking for a director for it, and I just don't think anybody wants to take it.
I mean, that's so difficult to take on something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I literally just got done watching a Netflix adaptation that hurt my soul.
What was it?
An adaptation of a series of novels called Leviathan, and those novels are amazing, and that show is awful, and the pace is bad, and the animation's trash, and I wanted to jump off a bridge.
did you see the One Piece live?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, right. Like, I actually thought that one was good.
That's why everyone, including me, had hope that anything Netflix touched after this would be good. Because One Piece live action is really fire.
And they didn't learn their lesson.
That's where all the money went.
Bitches. But you know who can win them all, you guys? It's our Patreon supporters.
There
They
we
can really
go.
win them all. And we have a lot of housekeeping to address about Patreon because I've changed it all.
Yep.
I have completely reworked the Patreon and how it works. So to our loving, caring, beautiful, not ill-willed Patreon supporters, we have stuff to talk to you guys about. If you didn't know, we have a Patreon. That's for our most loyal supporters, and you guys actually get an additional 15 minutes of Bleach Boys every single week. So if you guys haven't heard us talk enough, you get that exclusively through the Patreon. Historically, that is something that's only available at a member tier is what it used to be called. That was our $10 per month tier, and then the rest of you get an early Bleach Boys, you get exclusive Discord role, and then so on and so forth up to Captain. You would get a more exclusive Discord role, and then a steal something from Sam's Garage that I will randomly pick from you and I will give to you because I have so much junk in here. And a lot of it's really good, okay? It's not like junk. Like I have like actually really good items in here that I just have from like stuff that I
He
don't
has stuff from Japan from
Yeah.
his first visit.
Yeah.
He's got stuff that he's collected over the last few years. that
and I don't need it.
And now this dumbass is going back to Japan for his honeymoon, and he's gonna get more So he has to get rid of all the shit he got beforehand.
So let me tell you, he goes, Jose, we're only gonna have 2 bags, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, we'll put them in the car, right? I'm like, he's gonna Russian doll them.
Yeah, well, the time we did it last year, you have to Russian doll it. The boys have gotten together, and we've decided to rework how the Patreon works. And really, Pythes is just this generous, giving soul, and he really had the banner that he doesn't want to gatekeep the content. So, with that being said, we've reworked how the Patreon works. The member tier is a $5 per month tier, is our lowest tier. That gets you all of the content. You get access to all of it. So now, for being a member, you get access to the captain's meeting, you get the exclusive Discord role of member, early access to the podcast, any behind the scenes stuff, exclusive polls that will help decide like maybe what anime we're going to watch next, more things to talk about on the podcast. That is available to you as a member. I changed the middle tier now to be titled Seated Officer to stick with the theme.
I like that.
So you can become a seated officer, and what that gets you is just your name in the credits of every video, which we've been displaying every so often. I'll display it. Boom. I just threw it up on the screen. It's right there. Thank you to all the seated officers that we have so far. And seated officers will also, that also includes obviously the captains. They get the same. So the captains will get listed here, and then they will also get a personal Discord role of captain, and then they will get the personal shout out that we've been doing every single one, as well as I have changed it now. Okay, so now let me do some more housekeeping on this one. So our captains are most loyal. We have member tiers that are even above that. This is just for like purely supporting above and beyond what you want to support. So I mentioned before that you could get an item from my garage. Everybody who has already subscribed and makes it to a year, which was the agreement, I will still give you something from the garage. I will make sure you guys
Someone picked the Funimation scarf.
You don't get to pick. You don't get to pick. I will pick, and I'll make sure it's actually really fucking good. So I'll make sure you guys are get good shit.
I think
Make sure it's all the Toshiros you don't want.
Yeah,
we'll put it
that'd
on
be really fucking funny.
We'll
actually
put it on the list, and then we'll just roll dice,
That'd
and
be
that's
really
how
funny.
it gets picked.
So
You could do that. We could do a stream where we just pick names, we roll dice, and be like, all right, you get this one.
So now I have changed it. So that is not an offering anymore. That's done. You guys missed it.
That was the first year only.
Year one subscribers. Now, as spoken with Jose and Pythes, there will be an exclusive piece of merch that we will make just for you guys. And this collateral's up. So we have visors, we have espadas. I made a Sternritter tier.
Oh, sick.
Sternritters are available if anybody wants to be like that guy. So Sternritters are there. Any of the captain tiers and above will get access to this exclusive merch that we will give to you guys once a year. We'll make something purely just for the Patreon people. And
Nothing not safe for work.
Yes, of course. And it'll be like your little gym
Unless you
badge
want
that
that.
you'll get to collect. And then you, of course, get the personal shout out for any of those tiers. So captain and above, you'll get a personal shout out. And of course, the collaborating Discord role as well. So if you're captain, you'll get that role. If you're Sternritter, you'll get that role. I purposely did not put a lieutenant role in there just so the captain can maybe pick their own lieutenants and they can have fun with that in the Discord.
Can we make Pokemon gym badges and so we can have one that's just your bald head?
Yeah.
They call it the shiny badge.
I'm not against that. So if you guys are supporting us on Patreon, if you've ever thought of supporting us on Patreon, check it out, patreon.com/Weebscope. I think that's it. So check out the link for all that is in the description, whether you're listening or whether you're watching. You can check that out. It's never been a better time. We have made all the content. There's going to be eventually reaction content coming as well. That will be part of just the base level member. Any exclusive content that gets added to Patreon will be put available for members. So we really want to get as much people as possible into the member tier so you guys can enjoy that content, and then you guys can support us as well if you deem so. You can go above and beyond. So that being said, let's take some time to thank our captains and above. So starting from the bottom, we have PV, Matilda, Rizix, Veronica Bermudez, Pickle Rick, Batman of the Gote 13, Sarah Berry, Aether Paradox, Head Captain About Chilsey, also Chad's Abuelo, Braxton, Diego S 3030, Rustin Pierce, Triple Rule, our only Espada as Rolando A. Ramirez, and Divine Departure, also known as Your Divine Daddy, parentheses, Shred God.
He is a shred god.
So-
I saw the video.
Yep. So
oh my god.
thank you guys all for your support. And if you guys haven't already, check out our Patreon. And yeah, last week we had a question from Divine Departure, which I guess we'll mention. And he asked all of us what we would like to see him play on the guitar, and he will seriously attempt to learn it. I think he's done all of them.
He's done all of them.
And he did.
He did.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He is fantastic. Oh my god, blown away.
Yes.
Okay, now do the Espada theme.
True.
Oh,
True.
That is hard. Flamenco style guitar.
Yeah, but it's so good.
So, Jose, I don't know if you pay attention to the Seireitei Times, but you have been front and center for about 5 of them.
Oh my
since
God.
we have last recorded.
I was gonna wait
It
this time around.
used to be Sam, and then it was me, and now Jose's the main character.
So the last thing I remember is that I got launched into space, and
You didn't
hanging out with
share
Retsum.
any food with Retsum.
Yeah, me and Retsum were stuck out in where were we? Uranus?
Space.
Yeah.
Just space.
Yeah, we were out in space and we went on a space adventure.
So that picks up exactly from here, Jose.
Okay, perfect.
So the Seireitei times, Retsum, and the Space Jam. So using the power of teamwork, Jose and Retsum began to colonize the far planets of the solar system.
Let's go.
They also found the meaning of life too, and will surely end Sam's global chaos when they return. It says, meanwhile, the Little Weebs Guild makes their first stop at Space Mexico to inquire where they might be able to find Jose the Chosen. The residents called them Nino and directed them to the planet of the Kais.
Hey.
In other news, Python uses future vision to tell everyone what Sam's potential future child would be. And it shows a picture of my head plus the little elf that represents my fiance, and it equals Krillin.
Hey, Krillin is the strongest human, okay?
Yeah.
Krillin's the goat. Fight
He's
me.
peak human.
So continuing on directly after that, Seireitei Times, The Adventures of Little Weeps Guild. After they found out that the entrance to Snake Way was in Uranus, Jose set a new record for completing the run down Snake Way, while Retsum tamed and rode a space chicken all the way.
Nice.
It says, meanwhile, there's trouble for the Little Weebs Guild when Sam's Bankai spirit breaks free from his binds and tries to shank baby Nemu and Disco Dragon. However, before Sam's Bankai spirit could strike, hero music plays and a plank of wood flew from across the galaxy to bonk Sam's Bankai spirit just like he did to Sam. And that's the end of that article.
I fucking love that. Little Weebs Guild.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, get fucked on.
The next one, Jose's training arc.
Oh.
The Little Weebs
I
Guild touched down
seen
on
a
the
picture
planet.
at the bottom of this, and it fucking killed me.
The Little Weebs Guild touched down on the planet of the Kais to see Jose and Retsum undergoing the harsh training of the Kais. The two heroes know that in their absence, Sam is surely causing mass mayhem, which proves to be true, as Sam managed to deploy waifu segregation worldwide and split the Earth into 4 covenants. However, during Jose's training, he accidentally hit his glasses with a sword, causing the sword to shatter, but it released a powerful guru who sealed away, and he offers to unlock Jose's potential. Do you know who the guru is, Jose?
No.
Omaida.
Oh, let's go.
Dude. I was like, I found that on Instagram, and I was just randomly scrolling before bed, and I laughed so hard I started crying.
And then the 4 segregations, by the way, is there's one corner that's tight Kubo and 2 old, the Queen of England. Another one is
The bitch is
Pythes
dead.
and a land of robots that Pythes is flamethrowing everybody. Another one, I
My
think this
ancient
is,
gear golems.
I believe this is Mara Senna's avatar and a bunch of Nanaos. And then another one, it's Plushie and a bunch of Momos. The next one, here we go. New Weebs adopted. Squad 9 welcomes their newest member, Horse Sama. He survived numerous horse level extinction events caused by Sam and took refuge in Squad 9 barracks. After he was found eating all of Squad 7's rations, we decided to make him our 3rd seat. And it says, in other news, Weebs Guild welcomes 500th member today, again, thanks to Pythe's English extermination exercise. We welcome Discord members Moist Horny and Baby Dick, who are undeniably productive members of society full of style and class.
I love it.
And then another one, Disaster Strikes at Anime Expo.
Oh, no.
So this is relevant. After Pythes bribed Mr. Beast for tickets to Anime Expo, he was sentenced to survive the Beast Games. Unfortunately, Pythes' Bankai Spirit read the fine print that included selling Pythes' robot soul to the devil, but didn't care to tell Pythes. And then there's just like a little tidbit in here just saying get ready for Shark Week. So just a little advertisement in there. Just like all other good news, there's a little ad in there. And then it carries on. In other news, after the Chilsey cut was made public, Josh hunted down Sam for defamation. So during Sam's grand unveiling of his world-ending weapon, Josh began chasing him around Anime Expo with a cane. Okay.
Has Josh been made aware of the chill cut yet?
That'd be a question for Jose.
I totally forgot to send it to him.
So no.
I mean, maybe I could show it to him.
Maybe send it to him and we'll get and ask him what he thinks of it.
Yeah, and then I'll copy that and send it to you guys.
There you go. Okay.
We need live reaction from Josh.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can get him over at my house then.
Okay. Next Seireitei Times, Sam's plan revealed. After Squad 2 Captain Matilda snitched a secret about emo simp boys Bankai, Sam tamed one of his eldritch horrors with a bone and used it to cause mass mayhem. Pythes gives up on catching Man-Bear Pig and starts dropping bombs everywhere. Meanwhile, the Earth's protectors are still caught in their Civil War arc and too busy to stop the Samuelist robo-racist plot. All hope seems lost, but wait, what's that? Jose ascends Soul Reapers and Hollows is the next article. As all hope seemed lost, the stars and suns align and their radiant glow reflects off Jose's glasses and shines down on Earth, putting out fires, feeding the hungry, and slaying Sam's pets. By the way, I don't know if this is intentional, but he spelled hungry as like Hungary, like Hungarian, you know. So maybe you fed one country, maybe you fed all the hungry. I don't really know which one you fed.
Just the one country.
As Jose touches down on Earth in his new form, a shooting star shoots across the sky, and everyone uses it to wish Jose a happy birthday.
Hey, thank you.
I love this running joke. It's so stupid.
So the next one, a new fairy tale. After Jose saved the world and sacrificed his Soul Reaper powers to stop Sam, he returned to his humble life in Weaves Guild, but his glasses created a star that shines slightly brighter than the others. It shines on the night of his birthday. Meanwhile, Discord member Divine Departure successfully seduced and stole a founding father's life essence and achieved the mantle of Divine Daddy.
Divine Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which one of them did he sleep with?
It looks like George Washington.
Ah.
I would have gone with Sam Adams, but okay.
The wooden teeth we're calling.
And then I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, so this next article, the happiest day of John's life. So June the Cat Wonder is proud to announce that their litter of children are hatching today. Their children's spawn were named, and these are people from Discord, Da Baby Son, Viper 382383, and Moist Horny. So I guess the new members are all a litter of children that have been hatched by John, is what has been said here.
That's right.
And it says, following the fallout from the waifu wars, Jose and Pythes visit Sam and his... Okay, firstly, how is Pythes not also locked up? It's not like Pythes is like some innocent baby. Like, he was fucking nuking everything. Like, what?
Because Chilsey's my boy.
And it says, so Jose and Pythes visit Sam in his secluded cell to find out why he did so much damage to society. Sam's answer shocked them. And here's the quote. Yo, boys, I just wanted to fit in. I was bullied as a kid for being bald because my neighborhood was the testing ground for war gases. My best friend was killed by a hollow, and everyone in my village was afraid of my inner demons. That's really edgy.
I love that he starts the sentence with yo, boys.
That's usually, you know what the funny thing is? That's how I start all my text messages to Sam. Yo, I'm on my way.
And the last article, ready? The new face of Weeb's Guild. Sam has recently told the Discord that the missing episode of Bleach Boys, which was last week's episode, is on hold because he threw Jose into a pit of malaria-infected critters, and Jose is still recovering. Elsewhere, Captain Chilsey has taken the royalties he made from the Chilsey cut and went on a relaxing vacation. And then our last bit here. Meanwhile, Pythes the robo-racist, walking hate crime, has integrated himself with the Machine King in order to achieve dominance over lesser robots and be the new face of Weeb's Guild after Sam's multiple PR disasters.
Hey.
Okay, did he use the correct Yu-Gi-Oh card I sent him?
Yeah, I think so. It's a machine that's sitting on a throne, and he's holding both mics in his hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I said, hey, I really like this Yu-Gi-Oh card. Can you use that as my robot picture from now on? He said, I got it.
You have ascended.
Congrats, Pythes. Chilsey also did a funny thing where he asked ChatGPT if he knew Chilsey. And so ChatGPT responded and says, Chilsey, role and identity. Chilsey serves as the Squad 9 captain and the official editor of the Seireitei Times segment on Weeb's Guild's Bleach Boys podcast.
What?
They add a polished flair, deep cuts, thematic music, and transition to the show's closing segment. Then it says podcast integration. Featured across multiple episodes, most recently on June 22nd, 2025, where Chilsey delivers their signature iconic edition of Seireitei Times. And it says engagement and persona. Chilsey is recognized within the Weaves Guild community. Their Instagram credits mention Squad 9 Captain Chilsey and theme songs inspired by their style. And then there's a final takeaway here. Chilsey isn't just behind the scenes. They bring character, editing expertise, and thematic musical identity. I don't know where the music part's coming from. And it says solidifying their presence both on air and within the fandom. And then he asked it about Seireitei Times, and it says the concept and format, a fictional in-universe news bulletin inspired by the Soul Society magazine. Often styled as Seireitei Times, is presented as part of each episode's outro. So ChatGPT knows of Chilsey.
ChatGPT knows us.
It knows of Chilsey, kind of.
Yeah, yes. Enough.
Yes.
I appreciate that, ChatGPT. Goddamn robot AI piece of shit.
we have a few questions here for
I'm so excited.
Klub Outside, and
I
some
thought
of
it was
it,
questions for us.
some of them are not incredibly interesting. Just to be completely transparent, I have a couple that I think is pretty funny.
Am I gonna pretend to be Kubo or should Jose?
Nah, well, let me just give you how Kubo has decided to be really sassy today. So somebody asked that the Ginte Kaijo, I believe it was called, is applied to captains and lieutenants, but do they also apply it to Ikaku, whose Ryatsu is close to that bracket? And Kubo,
I know the answer to this.
Kubo decides to just shit on Ikaku and just, he goes, it's purely a bureaucratic procedure, so it only includes precisely up to lieutenants, and then he batted until the final chapter of the main story, because then Ikaku's lieutenant at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, they don't give a fuck that he doesn't have the title, so no, he didn't.
So
have
he can go wild.
Also means, by the way, that Ikaku got his ass handed to him and he was not under the effects of Ginte Kaijo.
Ooh, that's true.
It doesn't matter. That fight was sick.
I mean, the fight was really sick, but it doesn't do any justice to the boy.
That's why he should have died.
A question from this week. Someone wanted to... They love Noitora. They're like, hey, I love Noitora. I think he's the best character from start to finish in terms of appearance, personality, and strength. I still get palpitations. Oh, I did this off of Google Translate, by the way, so I'm just going to read. I still get palpitations when I see Jet in his white uniform with both eyes. So ignore that portion. But the important thing is he asked, what happened to him after he died? Is he in hell? And Kubo goes, I won't answer that here.
The answer has to be yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a dead Espada in there.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Oh my God, Stark Sam.
Also, what do they mean appearance? He has a giant spoon.
Another funny one. Will Ishida and Chad get married in the future? Kubo says, setting Ishida aside, I believe that Chad will. So no to Ishida. Chad, yes.
Ishida's never getting married.
Which I kind of like from the perspective, and obviously this only works if literally all of the Quincy's die, and we don't get a Canfian world, I guess, that Ishida has decided that he's gonna end the bloodline. That's it.
That he
always talks about how he's the last Quincy.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't want to be a liar.
Yep.
He's like, we don't need the Fourth Reich to come back.
And then he has an illegitimate child somewhere.
Oh God, he would. Okay, who's Chad marrying?
It's got to be Tatsuki.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's got to be justice for Tatsuki. It's got to be her.
But don't you think Tatsuki deserves more than just to be like a waifu?
Yeah, she does, but I don't think she's gonna. So I'll just take what little I can get.
It'd be cool if she got some kind of ability. I mean, she was able to see Soul Reapers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if she just got a little bit of that energy and then now has a similar power to Chad's?
I was thinking Chad does boxing. Tatsuki did what? Kung Fu, whatever it was.
Karate,
yeah.
Yeah, so they're stacked. Their baby's going to be balling.
Damn, dude.
That kid's going to be power bombing hollows and no.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah.
Okay, Jose, would you prefer jackknife power bomb or pop-up power bomb?
I want the pop-up, because it's a lot stronger, but I want it to be them having a daughter, so it's a little funnier that she's doing it.
Okay, yeah, pop-up power bomb the Grand Fisher.
Yeah.
And then somebody wanted to ask a question about Shinji and say, could you tell us what his theme song is if he has one? And Kubo called this person out. Like, I swear I've already mentioned this. And I believe I did in one of the Jet art books. And then he said he did look into it and he did mention it. And it's Gorilla's 19 to 2000 Soul Child remix. I don't think I've ever heard that
I
song.
know this song if I heard it.
Okay, well, that's really all of the Klub Outside questions of note. I want to circle one more time. We were talking about Naruto. You guys jogged my memory. I talked about this on the podcast before that I bought those concert tickets for it was
the Naruto Orchestra.
It was the 5th, right?
Yeah, it was for the anime J-pop sound castle. And firstly of all, I also want to give a shout out to Anime Expo. The Peacock Theater was fantastic. Great idea to take over the Peacock Theater. I am not a Demon Slayer lover, but we went to the Demon Slayer. They had the Demon Slayer 6th anniversary celebration panel, and we went to it. It was one of the first panels right in the morning. We went to it just to we were waiting for Freerin. Freerin was right after that. So we sat through that. That panel was so fucking baller. They basically just brought out a full ass live orchestra and played the Demon Slayer songs live.
That's so badass.
So it was really cool. That was a great panel. Obviously, it wasn't listed as panel, it was listed as celebration, but that was fantastic. So 2 thumbs up for Peacock Theater. that being said, they had the J-pop sound concert in the Peacock Theater, and I had sat there before for events, and I was like, okay, you know, like awesome, like the sound's good, it doesn't hurt my ears, it's not too loud because I saw the Demon Slayer thing. Went to see this one. We showed up, and they had some, I forget what the band name was, but it was an all-girls Japanese band that was performing, and they were cool. They were like dancing and doing the songs and all that stuff. The music was so ungodly loud. So ungodly. I'm going to stop buying concert tickets. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore.
You did well with Rad Wimps.
But I don't know. I thought I would have the same experience here, like, because it's like a Japanese band, it wouldn't be so ungodly loud. And I don't know if you remember, Jose, I did the same exact thing last year for Anime Expo, where I bought. They had another concert series that was going on, and they were going to have the people that did the ending song for Jujutsu Kaisen was going to be there, and that was in the Novo Theater, and so I went to the Microsoft Novo Theater, ungodly loud, like felt like my eardrums were going to burst, so I left. Then I went to this one.
Do you bring earplugs?
So I normally do, but I'm on a lose-lose situation where earplugs, they don't really do much for me because I have, I'm going to give the medical pronunciation, tinnitus. The regular
Tinnitus.
human being one is tinnitus, yes. Yeah. But the medical pronunciation is tinnitus. So if I put them in my ears, I just hear ringing.
Oh,
if
really?
I take them out of my ears, I'm getting ass blasted by the fucking things. So it's a lose-lose situation. And why does the music have to be so loud?
Do you use just like the regular little like?
I have multiple different versions, Jose.
Okay.
I have multiple. I have ones that Josh bought me that are very nice and same thing. I have like just the regular like shitty styrofoam ones, same things. I have loop ones, which I like, but same thing. I don't have any good.
Have you considered like the over the ear protection?
I want those so badly, but they only make them for kids.
Oh, they only make them for children.
No, like try and get. I have a friend who has the same problem as you, and he gets the one that like professionals at work use when they're like jackhammering pavement.
Okay. Yeah, because they have ones for kids that are for concerts, like listening and stuff like that. They do not make this for adults.
We got to get the ones that the guy from Linkin Park uses, the guitarist.
Okay, yeah,
because he wears some pretty cool audio ones.
Yeah,
and that might be able to help out.
Yeah, it's just
for
like
real. Just get construction worker ear equipment.
Yeah, it's to the point where it was so loud, and I'm gonna sound like such a old bitch about this. It was like shaking my body. Like I was like, dude,
I love that feeling.
Forget it. And it was just like my eardrums, I could feel were shaking. I could hear my eardrum shaking. I was like, I'm out. Like this shit fucking sucks. I made it through 2 bands.
Well, it seems like someone chose the wrong attraction. Maybe they should have gone to Live Baseball.
Well, they should have announced that before. Like that's stupid. But I also saw a TikTok of people. It was the One Piece baseball game that was going on during Anime Expo.
Oh, that's right.
And the game doesn't start till like 7. I don't know what time the game starts. But people were already lining up at noon because they wanted to get the One Piece trading card game card. And that is insane.
It was the card and the hat.
Yeah.
And
well, nobody gave a shit about the hat. Yeah. I saw the hats lying on the ground at Anime Expo. But the card, everybody wanted to resell it.
Nami was the one who opened up the first pitch.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
There's also a HoloLive game, and that's the one I cared about. And Bibu there.
I meant to bring your stuff on set. We did get Pythie stuff
from
Anime Expo. We got multiple fake Grand Order tattoos of the servant classes, and then my fiance got a beach ball from Fate Grand Order also that she had to install the game to show that it was good to go. And then lanyards. Yeah. For whatever reason, the lanyard this year was for Fate Stay Extra, or whatever the fuck it's called, and then another one just said Fate Grand Order.
Yay.
So
I will put all of the temporary tattoos in a frame based on when you fight them in the game.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I want to wrap this podcast, and we're gonna go to the captain's meeting where Pythie is gonna regale us of Uma Masume, which I have installed, by the way. I pressed play and I turned it off. So we can talk all about that in the captain's meeting. If you guys want to check that out, of course, make sure you follow us over to the Patreon as previously discussed, and then thank you guys for your support. As always, we will be back every week with a new episode of the Bleach Boys. All right. Goodbye, everybody.